Hey everybody, this is Patrick Cushing again with our Making Apprenticeship Simpler interviews. And today I have an incredibly special guest, Jen Liu from the Work Hands Engineering team. Jen, would love for you to introduce yourself, give us some background on your experience with apprenticeship.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm a full stack developer at WorkHands, and I did a web developer apprenticeship also at WorkHands, which was really interesting.
Perfect. So Jen's got a fantastic perspective on apprenticeship, what can make things simpler, because all day long she works on Work Hands. She was our first apprentice going through our official registered apprenticeship in the state of Virginia. And so, Jen, I have one question for you that I ask of anybody in the apprenticeship ecosystem. If there was something you could make simpler about apprenticeship, what would it be and why?
Yeah, so for me, all of my classes that I did for my apprenticeship were online classes. And so personally, I wished that they were maybe a little bit more structured and provided a an instructor that was overseeing everything. Um, the first set of classes that I went through were purely just videos that I had to go through, which I thought were really informational, and I got a lot of good resources from that. Um, but I didn't feel like I was really interacting with the actual material until I got to the second set of courses, which I did through Berkeley Extension. And those actually provided an instructor where they had assignments and grades and tests. And it really felt like I was interacting with the professor and some of the other students. And it was just more of a structured environment for me. And so that was a lot more helpful when it came to my learning experience.
Perfect. It's fantastic feedback for us as we generally look to grow the company as a registered apprenticeship sponsor and kind of build in-house. I think it's great feedback for anybody who's using online options for the related instruction. And now typically I would ask folks like, all right, if you had a magic wand and could make this go away, make this simpler, how would you do so? And in our case, I think it's great feedback for work hands as we have more apprentices, try to skew more of the content to options that have a live instructor, that have a bit more back and forth engagement instead of some of the examples that are a bit more, maybe there's video, they're a bit more static, they're one-sided that we had found from other example programs across the country that had done this. But rather than just put words in your mouth, like Jen, if there was anything else we could do to make it simpler, aside from just maybe front loading those courses or swapping them out, anything else you think that could be done to make that experience of online learning a lot better for apprentices across the country?
Um, Not really. I think just personally, if I could go through it again, I would have just reversed the order that I did the courses so that the instructor courses were in the beginning and then the video courses were in the back. So then I had that structured learning first, and then I could go off and kind of do my own thing with the video learning.
Sure, like build some momentum, get used to mixing coursework and the actual work all at the same time.
Hmm.
Perfect. Well, Jen, fantastic. Reflection on online learning for the apprenticeship system and for work hands as we look to improve the way we run our own apprenticeships. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in a few minutes. The next meeting.
Thanks.
Bye.